Boo. Hi, hello, welcome everybody to a new video. I'm in a different setting again. This time we're in my bathroom because great surprise guys, I'm going to Comic-Con today and I'm gonna record myself doing my makeup because of course I am. If you guys didn't know, I'm gonna be cosplaying Alice Angel. I'm just gonna start doing my makeup. So I'm not like the most experienced person with makeup, so don't like use this as a tutorial because it will be bad as a tutorial. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna fix the camera. Okay, I think that's better. Now I can actually like show you what I'm doing. This is a glue stick. I'm gonna glue my eyebrows. I feel stupid doing this, but everyone I talked to said this was good to do. And everyone I saw online said this was good to do. And I think it's very sticky. That's how I feel about it, at least. I'm also gonna just glue back my hair a little bit here. I feel stupid. That's enough glue. This is right in the bed. Guys. Now it's time to make me whiter than I already am. This is gonna be fun, guys. So I'm extremely excited for Comic-Con. Comic-Con is like my favorite thing to do like all year. Like it's just the best thing. It's so nice to be surrounded by people who are like into the same stuff as you, I guess. Especially when normally you're surrounded by people who aren't. This looks silly. Usually I like to have a reference image up because that helps me. But because I'm not talking to you guys, I can't have that. So I'm just gonna hope that practicing this like a bazillion times will work. Finally, I get to actually paint my whole neck and stuff. I also have to paint my shoulders, but I'm not gonna show that on camera simply because I'm gonna do that with the help of my sister. Because I don't think I can really show that on camera, so because it's gonna be hard to do until I'm in my dress. So I love Comic-Con so much. I've gone twice already, and I plan to do it every single year until I die. It is literally the best part of life in general. You know, like love is great. You know, all that fun stuff. You know, like you know, there's fun stuff in life, but I feel like Comic-Con is kind of like really the reason to live. Somebody asked me like, is Comic-Con everything you ever hoped for? And I was like, you know, like in the Bible, there's like this place that like Adam and Eve are before like Eve curses us for all eternity. That was Comic-Con. She was at Comic-Con. And now Comic-Con is, and now our punishment is that we can't be at Comic-Con every single day of our life. Like, obviously I am aware that there are like creeps and whatever at Comic-Con, because a lot of people I talked to, at least one of the girls I went with last year said she had problems, because some people were staring at her funny and stuff. And like not respecting personal boundaries. But yeah. So there are bad things in Comic-Con too. Don't wanna like just ignore that, but for me at least, I've only ever had positive experiences. And I love it so much. Whew. look hilarious. I'm gonna paint my ears as well, even though they don't really show under the wig. I'm just gonna, because I'm much better like that, I think. I'm not gonna paint the insides of my ears because I don't want to. Sometimes as a cosplayer, it's hard to remember that you don't have to be like absolutely perfect in order to have a pretty good cosplay. You know what I mean? Sometimes things just happen and you have no control over them, and that's okay. You have to remember you're not a cartoon, you're not a video game character, you are a human being who is alive. And sometimes that's just hard to remember. Now, the next step, other than making me white, is so this is actually really funny. When I was doing research and stuff on makeup, because I don't do a lot of makeup. The only kind of makeup I will do is like special effects makeup, and I haven't done that in a while because somebody scared me out of it. I'll tell you the story in a second. But I googled how to make setting powder so that it actually stays on my face, you know? Oops, I dropped something. Okay, so I googled how to make setting powder, and half of the things were like, grow the like rare subspecies of Manila bean, you know, find a lily that only blooms in the half of life of a moon or whatever, that only happens once every 1,000 years, you know, like keep it at like the ideal temperature for like, I don't know, subatomic particles, you know, all that fun stuff. And then like the other half of the recipes were like, use cornstarch. And it's like, I feel like that really shows how weird the beauty industry is, because like half of it's like you can literally just use glue sticks to glue down your eyebrows. The other half's like, pay $70 for this eyebrow glue, special for you. And then it's literally just like Elmer's glue, but like in a fancy bottle. One thing I heard, I don't remember who told me it, but they told me when you buy clothing, you don't buy the actual piece of clothing, you buy the brand. And that has kind of stuck with me, because I'm a person who doesn't like consumerism, I'm gonna be honest. Like, obviously I do kind of indulge in it sometimes when I really like a show or something, or like plushies or whatever. But you can also realize that consumerism is bad to an extent too, because when you're buying the brand and not the actual thing, you're just a walking billboard, you know? Sorry for that, technical error. Anyways. Don't buy from super big brands, you'll never be happy, blah, blah, blah. They don't actually have good quality products, they just want you to buy. Okay, I'm not super duper happy with how this is turning out, but it's working. And I don't feel greasy, which is my #1 thing. I hate feeling greasy so much in costume. It's like the worst feeling ever. And it gets like stuck on my wig and everything too, which is like the worst part, because it's like, it takes forever to get out of the wigs. I don't know what it is with my nose, I'm just not liking it. Okay, but I don't need to be like crazy like, whoa, I have like cornstarch on my pants and it makes me look like I was doing something illegal. That's funny. Yeah. Anyway, so the funny story about the special effects, because I said I would tell you guys. When I was younger, probably like 12 or something, I did a lot of special effects art. because I'd get bored and whatever, so I'd try and see if I could make like gruesome things, right? I did like horror at the time, but not really. I like zombie stuff, so I guess I'd just work on that. But really what I did was I would make like cuts and whatever, cuts and bruises and stuff, right? So my sister had this friend and she was our neighbor, but I struggled kind of to make friends at the time. So I'd hang out usually with my sister's friend's brother. But sometimes, because he, wasn't really my friend, he would ignore me. So instead, that day I decided to hang out with his little sister. And like the littlest little sister. So not my sister's friend, right? So this girl, she was really little. She was like, I think 6 or 7 at the time, maybe 8. But I just brought my makeup stuff because I was like, hey kid, do you want to see some cool stuff? Because I was super into that at the time, right? And so I'd do it in front of her, and she thought it was like the coolest thing ever, which is fair, because I am so awesome, guys. Trust. And she did think it was really cool, so I was like really happy, right? And then, this kid decided that I had to show that instead of like, showing her family, right? She decided to tell her mom. And important thing to note about this family, they were divorced. I can't remember if they divorced before or after the event, but they were divorced, right? Eventually. But the mom was not there at the time, so she decided to email her mom and this girl was like evil, I swear it, nobody will believe me, she was evil. Because instead of like showing her like, hey, look at what Tiny did, look at how cool that is, Instead, I hate how that looks. Instead of doing that, she literally went like, Mommy, I hurt myself, on an audio. I guess she didn't email her mom or whatever. I messaged, I forget what it's called. I hate this. It's so poorly. It's ironic. The hardest thing about this is literally the normal eye. Why is it that way? Why can't, it's literally the normal eye. You're supposed to be like normal, okay? Shh, don't tell anyone, guys. I'm literally just covering it up. Because I don't want to destroy all my progress. I'm taking 6 minutes, okay. Yeah, but this girl sent a message like that to her mom and provided absolutely zero context on what was going on. She didn't explain anything. She didn't even make up a reason for why she was here. She just said, Mommy, I hurt myself, right? And I didn't know she did this, right? I just was, minding my own business, cleaning up my supplies, all that fun stuff. And then I hear her dad yell, like, this kid's name. He's like, kid, child. And I'm just like, what did she do, right? And this kid has to show her dad what happened and then show him that the injury was not real and that she made it up for a joke. And then they had to explain that to the mom while the mom was fuming over the phone. And that is when I stopped doing a lot of special effects, because that scared the life out of me. My parents got divorced, and then for a little bit, I think they were already divorced, I just didn't know or something. But I was like, oh my God, I broke this family. It's my fault. I destroyed this family, right? Fun fact, I didn't. It's not my fault. But yeah, that's why I kind of put down special effects for a while. It was scary. I mean, that is scary, is it not? I have like white powder all over me. I look very much addicted to a hard substance right now. I'm just moving the cornstarch around my face because I don't want to be greasy. Okay, I know better now. This is all I'm doing. If I have little marks on my face or whatever, that's okay, because that make it look extra like realistic or whatever. Right? So now this isn't really the place for eyeliner. But my waterproof lipstick, well, my lipstick is not waterproof. That's why I'm doing this, right? I have this. Oh my God, I'm dropping everything. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I look a little bit silly. That's okay. Now, something I can do with this is make my eyebrows, which are the hardest part for me, at least. I did it. First try, I did it kind of. did it. I did it. You can see the black lipstick is kind of dyeing my teeth. It's okay. I did it. Okay, so now that the hard part is done, now I can do the fun part. So a lot of people I know really kind of hate that I use makeup to make kind of creepy stuff a lot of the time. Or at least this is a creepy thing. But my problem is that I don't like making normal stuff. Because it's like, why would I spend my time, spend my money, spend my hard work just to look normal? You know what I mean? We have the artistic liberty for a reason, you know? I want to use my artistic liberty, not just have it, you know? I can do this for a reason. I mean, I guess that's kind of a bad idea, because we do have things we can do that we shouldn't do, you know, like we can jump off of cliffs, doesn't mean we should. No. But I feel like this is a cool thing that I can do, and I should do. Give me a second, because this is going to be a hard one, so I might need to, like, okay, there we go. Just, you know, just touching that out. Now, what I do to make it look like it's actually part of my face and stuff, there's like a few different things you can do, really. First of all, do what I literally just did. Just add some smudges. Now add some drips. Wow, how long have I been doing this? I can't even see. So that looks good, right? You can add some like stretches, I guess, on the face. I love Alice Angel so much. She's fun. Very crazy, slightly insecure. That's not to love, you know what I mean? Making it a little bit too strong. It's okay. I'm about to go over it in white. I need to wipe off this brush. This is a different brush. My favorite part about this kind of makeup is like, it's actually easier to do the creepy, intricate 3D part than it is to do the normal part. I guess it's because I have more practice with the creepy part than I do with the normal part, but at the same time it's really funny. I also do a lot of creepy paintings. I haven't shown on this channel and whatever, because those are a little bit personal usually, but in those drawings and whatever, I have a lot of creepy themes and whatever, and people will be like, wow, that's so cool, and I'm like, it's a lot easier than drawing a normal thing. If you can't draw hands, you should cut it off, you know what I mean? I'm putting a little bit of gray. This is a totally normal palette, by the way. I don't really have, the only like actual face paint stuff I have right now is the white and the black. All right, that's looking good. Now, for some fun stuff. All right, first of all, I keep making the mistake of like winging this part, but you really want an outline if you're gonna do this yourself, okay? Because this is a part I keep messing up. Okay? You don't want to just make a circle. You want an actual eye shape. Even if it's a bad eye shape, it's still better than a non-eye shape. You know what I mean? Now, maybe just get my little sponge wet. Dip it in my black. I think this looks better. That it doesn't look, or vice versa, or whatever. But now, this is a part I might not do. I failed again. I honestly think I'm gonna entirely cut this part out of the video, so you don't have to see me struggle for 10 minutes straight and then not do something. So probably better that I can see anyways. I just realized you guys can't really even see my eye very much. Unless I'm looking like directly at you, which is pretty cool. Hopefully that'll work also in real life. Okay. Just gonna turn that off. Last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put on a little bit of black eyeshadow. Just see if everything else is covered up. I think it's looking pretty good. Certainly not my best, but it's okay. Oh yeah, in the beginning of the video I said the hardest thing about being a cosplayer is making sure is trying to be perfect when you can't be.
This is my final costume. This is how it looks. There is dust all over it. Cornstarch all over my costume. But I think it looks great and I think I'm gonna have fun. So bye everyone.